and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Hey, everybody. Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. He's here to help you, kiddies. No guest tonight, by the way. Mixmaster Mike will be in here tomorrow night. Is that a Beastie Boy? No. Where's he from?
Forget it. Don't. You'll kill yourself. Stop.
I know that name. I just don't know where he's from.
He worked a lot with the Beastie Boys.
I worked a lot with the Beastie Boys.
It's always impressive when we're going to have a guest whom we don't know and have him prepared.
Well, I said Beastie Boy, and he's worked a lot with the Beastie Boys, so that's where I know him from. So that ain't too far off the target. How dare you, Drew?
You doing okay?
I'm doing great. I had a good day. I went to Sears and dropped $700 on hand tools. Oh, yes.
I didn't know there were hand tools you didn't have.
There are, apparently. The big oversized novelty wrenches, the kind that...
Like a cartoon, like for pipes and things?
Remember in Speed Racer where Pop's Racer would get into a fight and he'd hit the guy over the head?
Yes.
That kind of wrench.
Got it.
Weapon-type monkey wrenches. Crazy stuff. Jack stands and magnetic trays and calipers. And, yeah, I just go nuts. That's what I do. I put on a pair of shorts. I go down to Sears at noon. I drop $700 on tools. Never felt better about myself.
It is a really good thing you can't get around the internet.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I'd go insane.
Damaging.
Michelle?
Yes.
You're 19?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay. My boyfriend has been going out for 4 months now. He goes so fast. He gets it.
He gets it?
You mean he moves quickly?
What? No. I mean... Not really. He just gets it so fast. Like tonight, I haven't seen him in like a week and a half, and then he came up here to see me at college, and he
Unacceptable.
he just got it in less than 5 seconds.
This must be some sort of Georgian phrase, getting it.
Yeah, listen, we do a show where we talk to screwed up teens throughout the nation every night, and we never hear he gets it. Meaning he comes in 5 minutes?
Yes. Exactly.
5 minutes or 5 seconds?
5 seconds.
And this was after... Did you say you haven't seen each other for a year and a half?
No, week and a half.
A week and a half.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what to do because it's making me so mad.
And it's been this way your entire relationship?
Actually, at the beginning of the relationship, it wasn't that bad.
Don't you love that about women? She's got this problem. He goes quickly. She gets angry but doesn't tell him.
Oh, no, he knows. I think it's funny, personally, and then he gets mad because he said this has never happened. And he's had, like, a serious girlfriend before, and this has never happened.
You know, humiliating a guy always helps.
But
I know.
Wait, who else is on the phone?
Nobody. People are calling my cell phone. Okay.
Okay. Don't you take it as somewhat of a compliment, though?
Yes, I do. But then again, I just wish that... I mean, I have gotten an orgasm with him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
How'd you do that?
How did I?
Yeah.
Whenever I'm on top.
I see.
That's the only way I can get it.
Okay. And so have you worked with him constructively on this instead of, just laughing at him or critiquing his penis?
No, because I have no idea what to do. And we've tried a condom, but now that I'm on birth control, I'm just like, we don't need a condom.
Does he give you oral sex?
I don't like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Really?
Interesting.
You got a sister?
Yes.
She does.
Really? Younger?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like what? 14?
17.
Just missed it by a year and a half.
What? What does that mean?
No, it's all right. I just missed my cutoff. I was looking for more 14, 15.
Oh.
I see. Why don't you like oral sex?
I don't know.
Because it doesn't give you a chance to complain about anything?
I just don't
she
like
could,
it.
she
Hold
could
on.
complain.
Michelle, you must be very attractive. You are, right?
I guess so, yeah.
because, man, are you a bitch. You are so bitchy. My God, what a pain in the ass you are. The only reason people tolerate you is because you're good looking.
Exactly.
I really mean it. You must know that on some level. Yeah, you'll never strike up a relationship over the phone. You have to be in person, preferably with loud music playing. All right, baby. So why are you so, I understand your boyfriend's a piece of work and he's no good sexually, but you sound a little hostile, a little angry.
Yeah.
What's up?
I don't know. I just wish that I could have fun with it, too. I mean,
no, what we're getting at is...
You understand it. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Drew, but shut up. You act as if he's doing it intentionally.
No, I know he's not.
He's not. He's very excited to be with you.
Right.
He's a young guy. What is he, 19, 20?
20.
He's 20 years old. He has not gained self-control, and he can't help himself. Now,
Yeah, why didn't he do this with his other girlfriend?
Well, first off, he's just saying that. I mean, guys always say that. This has never happened
Secondly,
before.
the anxiety...
No, but he's being serious, I think.
Well, first of all, perhaps you again should be...
So what is he doing? Punishing you with his semen? What do you think he's doing? You think he's doing it intentionally?
No.
Well, then what are you getting at?
I'm just wondering what he can do to stop it.
Oof.
Man, you must be so hot. Man, you must be good looking.
Listen, there's two things we need to get at here. One is, this is supposed to be somebody you care a good deal about.
Right.
Why would you be so hostile and nasty to a guy that you supposedly care about? Why would
I'm not, though. I'm just wondering what he...
You are. Okay. Secondly, what he can do about it. I mean, he needs to learn how to sort of master himself. And you literally probably... Adam has a theory about this in terms of moving bullets from the chamber kind of thing.
Yeah, man, maybe he could masturbate a half hour before sex or something
more.
like
Whatever
that.
he needs to do to sort of get this under control, he needs to do that.
Right.
But in the meantime, why would you be in a relationship with someone that you care so little about that if they don't sort of engage in the sort of manner in which you wish, that you immediately sort of break down into hostility?
Well, I mean, no, I would never break up with him just because he does that.
No, she doesn't get it at all.
All right.
Yeah.
How about you let him go down on you, too, because that's when you start the sexual clock.
Some women don't like that. I know, Adam, that's a hard for you to believe.
Women that want to bitch don't like it because it gives them nothing to bitch about.
Hey,
Why don't you like that, Michelle?
I just do not like it. I know I cannot get an orgasm. I just couldn't.
I know, but you couldn't even enjoy it?
No.
There is a subset of women find it uncomfortable. Too intense.
Yeah. Where's Dad? You like your dad?
No. This is what we're getting at, is that your hostility towards men in general just comes bleeding through here.
Yeah, well, my last relationship was really bad.
Where's your dad?
He's at home with my mom.
What's wrong with him?
Last year I dated a guy that he didn't want me to date, and I got caught, and I got in really big trouble, and I lied to him about a whole lot of stuff, and my dad doesn't put up with that.
All right. Well, look, here's the deal with your boyfriend. Just don't put the screws to him so much. Work with him a little bit. Look at this as a problem that it will behoove you if you can overcome this problem, and you're not going to overcome it by criticizing him, okay?
Right.
So just take it slow. Remember, you're with the guy because you love him.
And he wants to please you, probably.
Hop on top, and this guy's probably a mess. He's 20. He's got this hot-looking chick with a bullhorn for her mouth, and he doesn't know what to do. And he's freaked out, so his gun just goes off.
Yeah.
He panics.
Oh, yeah.
She's lucky he can get it up at all.
That's going to be the next problem.
Okay. Just have him beat off like an hour before he comes over.
Then he's going to start having the erectile problem.
I'll tell you, I'm never better sexually than when I'm with a woman like this.
Why?
Because I slide into vengeance mode.
Punishment?
Yeah. Who's boss now, honey? That's right. Huh? A little slap on the ass. Yeah. You like that, don't you? Oh, you don't? Yeah. Well, here's another. Alyssa?
Yeah.
You're 20?
Yep.
You're female?
Yes, I am.
All right. What's up?
My best friend is paralyzed from the chest down. She's a T6.
What happened?
She was in a car accident, and her boyfriend jerked the wheel, and they rolled off into a field 9 times, and he was ejected and died.
Ugh.
She's paralyzed now.
Awful. Okay.
Okay. She went down and had a surgery to correct her back in May, and since she came back, she gets real shaky, and she zones out. She can't talk. I mean, she can't eat. She can't even hold a fork. Sometimes I had to feed her last night, and she had an EEG done, and they said everything was normal, and they can't seem to figure out what's wrong with her.
Wow, that's wild. Any kind of medication she's taking now?
I'm not sure what kind of medication she's taking, but could it be from not eating and taking medicine?
It just more could be from the medication. I don't know quite what that would be. I mean, the spinal cord injury shouldn't affect the function of her brain.
Because she's been taking the same medication for, 2 years now. Mm-hmm. And it's just here recently that she's starting to act like it. It's like...
This your girlfriend?
No, this is my best friend.
Best friend.
Hey, Drew, you got it. How old is she?
She's 20.
She's 20. She's paralyzed. First off, should she be for this stem cell research, by the way?
Yeah, but...
All right. And number two, can a young woman who's paralyzed like this, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, can she look forward to having some sort of use at some point?
I don't think so.
Why not?
It's just, that's science fiction at this point.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of stuff medically was science fiction 20 years ago.
When it comes to the central nervous system, when you lose those connections, those cells are gone. They're dead. It's over.
Drew, you should write greeting cards.
I would like to.
Well, I mean...
Sorry, it's over. Dead. Gone.
Bad news, Gimpo. Get used to it.
No, this is the thing that I struggle with people when they have strokes or they have spinal cord injuries. I go, how long is this going to last?
You're dealing with Jews that are 170 years old. This is a 20-year-old woman.
They're the ones that have spinal cord injuries, though.
They're working very hard on this technology. You don't think 20 years from now they're going to get something going?
No.
Yeah, they will. Listen, I know more than Drew does. Believe you me. Believe you me. They'll be fine.
Are you sure about that one?
Yes.
I would be shocked. I mean, I really would be blown away if they, in 20 years, come up with that kind of... I mean, that's...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Long time. Hey, so anyway, Drew, what should you do?
You keep the workup going. I don't know what this is. Seizure is a good thought.
Well, they thought that was it, but now that they've said that that's not it.
Well, it still could be seizure. Sometimes they put a 24-hour EEG monitor. That's sort of the next way of ruling out seizure. They will continue to look into this. She needs an MRI of her head. She needs a lot of testing.
Is that the one you take home?
You wear it home, the 24-hour EEG, where things coming out of your head for 24 hours.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Well, or you do it in the hospital.
You can put it in your strap at your head and walk home with it?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. See? They didn't have that a few years ago.
No, they did.
No.
Yeah.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Not the take-home one.
Yes.
They had the in-store one. You had to rent it, but you couldn't take it home. You had to give them a driver's license and your gym card, I think your PE card to rent it out. Jamie?
Yeah.
You're 20?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I have 2 kids, and a year ago I broke up with their father, and I haven't started dating again because I just had my other baby last month. And
how old is the other kid?
2.
Help me understand something. How did you break up 12 months ago and have a baby 1 month ago with the same guy?
Well, because we were having sex still, but we weren't together.
All right.
Yeah, and I want to start dating again, but I don't know how to go about it.
He just had the kid, and that's it with you and this guy.
Totally, he's a jerk.
And he's the father of both kids.
Yeah.
Is he behaving like a father to the kids?
No, he doesn't even come around or call or anything.
Did you... now, look, you realize that when I'm in charge, you will be fixed surgically. Do you understand?
Okay.
I will label you a high risk and an enemy of the state.
Okay.
Goofball 20-year-olds cranking out kids with some scumbucket who gives a rat's ass. No more kids. Do you hear me?
Okay.
All right. Now,
yes, sir.
Yeah, good. I like that. And are you getting money from this guy?
Yeah, for the one, but I haven't gone for the other one yet.
Well, you'll get that too.
Yeah.
Right? All right, good. What are you doing to survive?
I'm living next door to my mom.
You don't have a job?
Well, yeah, I start next week.
Doing what?
Working at a department store.
All right. So you want to get back on the dating train?
Well, I don't see why you can't. You've got your mom there, ready-made babysitter. You're going to be working out in the world. You'll meet guys and you'll date.
Yeah.
But you think guys will be freaked out over the kids?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Not really. They should be, but they're not. They're just that horny and stupid. I know quite a few guys that have hooked up with women who had kids, and they like it. They get connected with the kids, and it's sort of like prefab family.
Yeah.
They didn't have to deal with all that placenta and whatever else goes on with those kids. They're already there. They're all cleaned up. They're right there. They look like another guy, but fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just get out there a little bit. Okay?
It's cool.
But do take birth control, please, Jamie. Please.
Okay, I will.
Please.
And look at it this way, too. There's never been a better time in history for a 20-year-old mother of 2 to go out and date.
That's true. And think more of yourself than you did with this other guy, because that friends with benefit thing, you were sort of engaging with him.
Yeah.
That's not good, right?
No.
When guys tell you things like, I'm just in this for sex or I'm just done, believe them.
Well, he never said that.
All right.
Well, he
listen.
said, "Well, I'm done." Right?
Oh, shut up. Drew.
Don't believe their actions. Believe their words.
Look, Jamie, let me give you another thing.
Okay.
You now have the kids, and you have to shop like for a man like you shop for a car.
Okay.
No more bug-eyed sprites. That's a little European sports car. You can't have any fast two-seaters with no headrest. You need a roll cage and an airbag. Something a little clunky but stable.
Okay.
Not too pretty. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something steady that gets the job done.
Isuzu Trooper? What?
Yeah, like an Isuzu Trooper.
Okay.
Not flashy, not the ones you want your friends to see you sporting around town in, but consistent and safe and a four-door for the kids.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
I really started thinking about cars then instead of the dad. But you know what I mean? You can't screw around anymore. You got this kids. Tiffany,
Yeah.
you're 26?
Uh-huh.
What's up?
Me and my boyfriend have been together for like 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're having sex, for me to be able to come, like in the first year he was unfaithful and I found out about it and all. I don't know like every detail, but now for me to come, like while we're having sex, he has to tell me about it.
About his sexual exploits with these women?
Yeah.
When he was cheating?
Yeah.
How did you find out every detail? Well, now she knows every detail because he gets into it while they're having sex.
No, she...
Because they were like his ex-wife, and I found out coworker.
This guy's a real dynamite guy, right?
Dynamite individual.
Yeah.
But
I'd love to
that
spend some time with him.
That was in the very beginning, and it hasn't. I mean, it hasn't happened in a long time.
Okay. How long's it been since he's cheated?
We've been together 2.5 years. It was just within the first. It happened all within the first year.
In the first year.
How does it make you feel when he tells you stuff like that? What's the
Now,
feeling?
Like at the time,
No, what's the feeling that you're looking for that he evokes in you by saying this stuff?
it's the only way I can come. It turns me on.
It turns you on.
Yeah.
There's no other feeling other than excitement?
Right.
Hey, Drew, isn't this sort of a guy thing? You know, guys have that gene. Some guys.
You know what? That is because guys hook up aggression and sexuality a lot.
Yeah.
And so it gets them feeling more rageful and aggressive, and pow, they're more sexual.
Yeah,
So-
but not only that, but this sort of degradation or the sort of naughty side of it.
Naughty is a guy thing. Degradation is a chick thing, girl thing. That's what she's looking for, is humiliation.
What do you say? Are you agreeing with me or not?
I'm adjusting what you're saying.
Don't adjust what I say, please, or I'll fart. Hey, Tiffany?
Yeah.
It's not a great sign, by the way. It's a bad sign.
Yeah.
It's a real bad sign.
That you need that kind of humiliation to experience arousal. And so,
Yeah.
so the question is, do you like sort of heavy physical play too, like being sort of smacked around?
Drew calls it rough trade
Do
off
you like
the
rough
air.
trade?
No, nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Were you ever physically abused?
No.
Were you emotionally abused?
No?
Where did humiliation enter into your life?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I've never liked it before. I've been with other guys.
No, I don't mean no. I don't mean sexually. I mean in your life growing up. Where was humiliation an important experience?
I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. I really don't. I've never liked it. I mean, I've been with a lot of
I
guys.
don't like it. No. Listen,
wait a minute,
stop.
Drew. No, you
She's
stop.
not answering my question.
I know, but who cares? I'm not listening either. Certain people at certain phases of their life, most guys, I would say, are into this at a younger age.
Yeah, but that's, again, aggression meets testosterone, sort of creating
but
the hellacious soup.
She could have this.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything? Dad an alcoholic? Anything like that?
No,
Nothing good.
No, my when I grew up, it was really my dad passed away 4 years ago, but I mean we had everything was
Okay, all right. And so he gets into serious detail while he's having sex with you?
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like to talk about it. It bothers him, but
It's time for your story.
Yeah, he gets into... shut up.
It is, but Mom.
He gets into serious detail?
yeah, because that's what I want.
Yeah, I mean, so he just tells you every little thing?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then you have your orgasm, then when you're done, how do you feel?
I feel fine. I don't feel, I mean...
You don't use the information that he gives you against him in some later date? Are you getting fights with him over that information later?
No.
Tell the story about your experience with somebody wanting you to talk nasty to them.
I had a...
He doesn't like that.
No, Adam.
No, I'm not going to do it. Hey, Tiffany?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. I don't know. Don't have kids with this guy, all right? Oh, no? Do you have kids with him?
Yeah, we have kids.
This your boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
How many kids do you have?
We have 2.
All right. Like, stop it. Look, do me a favor. Either stop with the sex stories or give the kids away to Bill Cosby. Do something. Stop having the kids. Can you have... No more kids, please?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
All right. No more... Were you using birth control?
No. Mm-mm.
How do you figure you're not going to have kids then?
I had my tubes tied.
Oh, you did?
Ah, good girl.
Yeah, we're going to send you out a windbreaker. Thanks, baby. You should have started with that. I'm now in love with you. I don't know what you can do about this. It turns you on, and there's nothing that seems to be driving it.
Oh, there is. Of course there is. Please.
Yeah, I
just can't get to it.
Well, I think she's angry at the guy for doing it, and
she connects with her arousal mechanisms through rage and humiliation.
All right. So, but do you really think there's anything you're gonna, we teach a chimpanzee to play the banjo? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Don't you think you could have an easier time doing that?
You're right. But tell quickly the story about your friend who wanted you to talk nasty. I think it's interesting.
I had my stripper girlfriend, Lindsay, back when, said to me in bed once that she wanted me to talk, say nasty, bad things to her in bed. I told her I wasn't into it. Because even though I say nasty things on the air all the time, I'm really a pretty low-energy guy at home, unless I'm talking about cars or model airplanes or my high school football playing days. And I didn't want to do it, and she kept bugging me, so she said, come on, say something nasty, say something mean. I said, I don't much care for your mom. She paused. She got angry.
Left the room.
Yeah.
This is in the middle of the action, right?
Yeah.
I hate your mom.
I hate your mom. She's a pain in the ass. I don't like it when she stays with us. She got outraged. I said, look, you wanted nasty. That's nasty. That's stuff like, I'm going to turn your ass beet red. That doesn't mean anything. This is really nasty. You know what I mean? I just cut right to the chase. I got right to the nasty stuff.
Sinister nasty.
Yeah.
I hate your mom.
Yeah, and I probably didn't say I hate her. I just said, I didn't particularly care for her. Didn't like the woman.
Wait a minute. You're in the middle of intercourse, and it's, honey, I don't particularly care for your mom.
I don't remember if I was on the intake stroke or the compression stroke or the exhaust stroke. I don't know which stroke I was on there, Drew. But yeah, I think we were doing something. I said something bad about her mom.
Sir Walter Raleigh, honey.
I told her I didn't want to say anything, and she kept pushing.
Don't care for your mom.
But here's the deal.
Please.
Here's the deal. She learned a valuable lesson.
That lesson
important.
was?
Don't talk to me.
Okay.
Ever. And we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll speak to Jesse. No. We'll talk to Jesse, spelled differently. Line 4 this time. 20 wants to know how he can get girls to think of him as booty call, not as a friend. He wants sex. We'll talk to him after this. Hey, everybody. Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Drew over there. Mixmaster Mike in here tomorrow night. Sometimes working with the Beastie Boys. Learned that in the first break. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. And as promised, we're going to speak to Jesse, who's 20. He wants to know why girls just think of him as a friend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, stop it.
And you'd like to evolve these relationships into sexual relationships, Jesse?
Yeah, I probably should have rephrased my question.
All right.
But by the way, how am I coming? Am I coming through pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Because last time I had a bad line or something. Anyway, this is the deal. I have a lot of friends that are girls, and I think the problem is like, at first, I just start off seeing the relationships. Oh, she'd be a nice. But
what is kind of how much gray matter does it take to figure out you can't say that on the radio?
Just to blatantly say the F word, you mean?
Yeah, for 2 sentences into your opening remarks.
I don't know, and it's not as if it's a situation where you were. Camera was rolling, and you were having a press conference, and some madman charged the stage with a knife and tried to jump on you, and the F word flew out in the fracas.
Think about this guy too. He starts out with, "You hearing me loud and clear? Because I've had some problems with connections." Oh, good, you've got it now. Pow, there it is
with the F word.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me just check with Jesse for a second. Hey, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. I'm gonna need you to hold for about 40 minutes.
Oh,
okay.
Oh.
Yeah. No, he didn't get it out. Anderson, don't do it. He didn't get it. He said shh, but he didn't get the IT.
Do we really want to talk to people like that?
No, I'm gonna put him on hold for 40 minutes.
But I mean, do we want to talk to them at all?
Yeah, in 40 minutes I'll talk to him.
All right.
All right. If he wants to hang up between now and then, that's fine. I'll talk to him at 11:10.
There we go.
And I'm not saying for how long. Jesse, other Jesse.
Hello.
Hey, girl, Jesse.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, you're 21. What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to ask Dr. Drew. I've been listening to the show, and I've heard him make a few remarks about people that are sexually abused, or how there's a correlation with that and irritable bowel syndrome.
No, I didn't say that. As usual.
No, you did say something like that.
No,
Yes.
I said no.
Yes.
We had a call from someone who had irritable bowel syndrome, but remember we got into a whole discussion about pain with intercourse?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what I said was pelvic pain and pain with intercourse is part of sexual abuse, and what are called functional complaints, of which irritable bowel is one, meaning there's no disease process, but there's just pain associated with bowel function. And that can be associated with sexual abuse, but the big thing here was her pelvic pain.
Okay.
So pain with intercourse, pelvic pain that's unexplained, that is commonly sexual abuse.
Okay.
Okay? And
Wow.
irritable bowel can be part of that.
What do you got?
What do I have?
Yeah.
Well, the doctors diagnosed me with IBS.
But irritable bowel is a real syndrome, and it occurs in many kinds of settings.
Right.
Sometimes there's an emotionally charged basis to it. Sometimes there's not.
Do you? What is worse, saying I have irritable bowel syndrome or labeling it IBS?
Well, it's just irritable bowel syndrome gets really old to say.
I know, but IBS is not giving it a makeover.
Why don't we call it intermittent constipation and diarrhea with gassiness? That sound nicer?
Let me see if we can work that out. Hold on. Intermittent constipation.
Constipation alternating with diarrhea. Crampy, gassy.
Shut up. What was your first one? Intermittent constipation and diarrhea with gas. ICDG syndrome. That I could go for. That sounds like a yogurt place. I'll meet you down at ICDG. Okay.
For a soft swirl.
Well, there's one in the front of the mall. There's also one on the third floor by the Bullocks. Which one? The one at the front by the guard tower. All right, I'll see you there. See you at ICDG.
Next to the hot dog on a stick?
Yeah. IBS is, I might as well call it like IBJ or something. It's a horrible, it's no fix on that.
All right.
All right, where was she?
2.
Jesse?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm sorry you have that, by the way.
Oh, well, yes.
Yeah, you can tell, can't you? The empathy comes flying through the air.
No, I'll tell you, the only thing worse than having any kind of syndrome is having one that people aren't particularly sympathetic toward, like irritable bowel, or even the worst is Tourette's. People just sort of like, it's a big joke.
You're right. That there are serious
Tourette's
conditions.
is a horrible condition that really doesn't have a whole lot to do with cussing, and people just sort of laugh it off.
Yeah, there are syndromes and conditions that become recurrent Saturday Night Live skits, basically. Right?
Tourette's, it's like you have tics and these palsies and stuff, and you're a mess, and all anyone can do is make jokes out of it. Imagine if you had Tourette's and irritable bowel. Do you think anyone has that?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Irritable bowel is pretty common.
Yeah, see, that's why I want cancer.
Jesse?
No, I want AIDS. AIDS.
Jesse, you taking your bulk?
AIDS is what I want.
Citracel or something a couple times a day?
Please, give me
I don't
AIDS.
have any meds right now
Well,
for it, but the doctor can't tell me why I have it or what causes it.
There is no why or what causes it. It's just one of those things people have, like why you have headaches, but you've got to make sure you take Metamucil or Citracel. You need a lot of bulk, brand, regularly.
Yeah.
They didn't tell you that?
Well, my friend was telling me that I could have a gluten or
No.
a wheat.
Stop. That's sprue. That's a different thing. If you
Sprue.
That's
another good one. You got the IBS and the sprue.
Look, get yourself some Citracel and take 2 tablespoons of that a day, okay?
That's better than the other stuff, Metamucil.
Metamucil can sometimes give a little diarrhea.
Citracel is what?
just psyllium husk.
Just husk?
Do you like these words we're using tonight?
Yeah.
Sprue and psyllium husk and IBS. It's good. So it's a bowel.
What is a psyllium that you husk?
Psyllium.
What is that? A grain?
Bulk, yeah.
Yeah. All right, and that what?
It's a non-absorbable.
What's it do? So you don't absorb it, so it thickens things up.
It fills your bowel up, so your bowel can't spasm. It's like no isometric spasming.
So it's like you spill the transmission fluid in the driveway, so you put some sawdust on it and thicken it up?
No. It's like if you were having a spasm in your calf and you went and tried to walk it off.
Mm-hmm. With husk?
No, with regular tension on the muscle.
So it doesn't... See, here's what I always thought of it.
Yeah.
You have this... is this good for diarrhea or is it good for constipation? Both. But now diarrhea, you have liquid coming out of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you take this fiber and you put it down with the liquid and you give it some form.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come out in a liquid form.
It can do that. Some people, though, it doesn't work.
But that's my analogy with cleaning up the transmission.
In this case,
spot.
No. In this case, all it's doing is sort of filling the empty space, so the bowel doesn't spasm against nothing.
Okay. All right, good times. Never been constipated in my life.
You never had anything in your life?
Never had anything.
You never had sweat? Oh, your brow sweat.
I sweat a lot. I'm looking for AIDS now, because that's one that people are very sympathetic toward.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you get it, though, game over.
He deserved it. Brooklyn?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yeah.
What's up?
Nothing. I love your show, you guys. Listen to you guys like every night on Q101.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
Thanks, baby.
And also, Mr. Hardware, you're great.
Oh, thank you.
How do you know that from Chicago?
What do you mean?
You talking about Man Show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Good times, baby.
Did you do
both, right?
Yeah. And let me tell you, I don't like to brag, except for when I'm talking about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And this Sunday, Man Show, I'm doing my psychic. I'm giving psychic readings down at the beach.
Great.
Not to be missed. A comedic gem, Brooklyn.
I'm not going to miss that.
Thanks, baby.
They should put you on the trampolines.
Thank you.
Brooklyn, it scares me when a woman likes the Man Show.
Go ahead.
You okay?
Ask your question.
All right. Well, when I masturbate, it feels itchy afterwards, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like an itchy after feel.
Mm-hmm.
Inside?
No, outside.
Outside.
It, like, literally itches.
Do you take the wool cover off your vibrator?
I use my hand, baby.
Oh, I see.
I have a vibrator, but he doesn't make me itch.
I see. Did you name your vibrator?
Yeah, his name's Flick.
Flick?
That's a good name.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thanks.
And but you use your hand. You've retired the vibrator.
Well, no, I use him too.
Right, but you like to mix it up.
Right. I can use both hands too.
Surprise yourself.
Right.
Left hand, right hand, flick.
That's right. I do the same thing. Sometimes I use the VCR with the sound up, and sometimes I use the VCR with the sound on medium. I really mix it up. All right. And it's itchy when she's done.
Right.
You think maybe you're giving yourself some kind of infection or
no, because it's not
something?
Inside. It's just the clitoris itches. See?
Right.
Are you
the clitoris itches?
Just like like everything just itches. It's like
everything itches.
Well, it's like if you get a mosquito bite, it itches. You want to itch.
How long does it last for?
Like 10 minutes, if I can control it.
Can you, if you're in a shower, if you put cold or hot water, does it change it at all?
Not really. It just itches, and I don't know why.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with it.
I know, but do you have an orgasm with him?
Actually, we're not sexually active yet. We just got together.
I see. Have you ever had an orgasm with a guy?
Yeah, but nothing recently.
Shut up. Does it itch after that?
It has.
It has?
Yeah.
Would it itch if you didn't have an orgasm?
Probably not. I normally orgasm every time.
You orgasm every time?
I can get off pretty easily.
What if you just diddled yourself?
Or what if you didn't have direct stimulation?
And did not have an orgasm? You think it would itch?
No, but it's more fun that way.
What if you didn't have direct stimulation? If you move your legs or something, is that more some function of what she's doing?
You think it's like the way that I'm doing it?
If Flick is involved, if Flick is involved, you have.
How does she know? What if you don't touch your vagina?
Listen, she may be one of those people that does leg lifts and pow.
You ever have an orgasm without touching yourself?
Horseback riding can do it.
Really?
I don't know. It could, maybe. I haven't experienced that, but...
Okay. I don't know. We don't have an answer. We haven't really heard this question.
But it's nothing I would be concerned about. You're not on any medication?
No.
And you have no medical problems?
Mm-mm.
No.
And it's no big deal, right? I mean, it's gone after a few minutes, right?
Yeah, it's just, I just want to make sure that everything's cool.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Extra cool.
It's just one of those things. Like, she, I don't know. Do you think there's, I wake up, I go right for my ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I go right for it.
Do you cover your hand and wear a mitt or anything? You just go barehanded?
I dig in there like...
barehanded?
Yeah, like once in a while, something gets stuck in a vending machine. You get that thing of corn nuts and doesn't quite make it to the bottom.
Yeah.
You ram your hand up and you're fishing and digging and reaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
No help from the underwear or the pajama bottoms or anything. It's just right straight in.
Pajama bottoms.
I mean, listen, I figure you live in these damn pants you wear.
You think I put pajamas on before I go to bed?
You wear it during the day. I figure you just put them lay down at night.
Well, do the math. You wear pajamas out during the day. You do nothing at night.
I figure you just live in those things. If you stood up...
I don't sleep in pajamas.
Fine.
Okay. I sleep naked. I go for that naked ass. What do you think I do?
You are the worst human being I have ever met.
I got kids in my house. I got to wear stuff.
Spread a drop cloth over my ass before I itch it? I go right for it. I do it every morning.
Do you clean your fingernails afterwards or anything?
Well, they're going to get dirty later anyway when I work on stuff, so I figure why mess with it. But
how do you get to your ass through all that hair?
How dare you?
What is that?
How dare
it must be like petting scratching a dog in the morning. It's like going and scratching a big golden retriever or something.
How does a bear know where its mouth is?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bear's mouth has less hair around it.
It knows. That's my point. The salmon gets in. All I'm saying is this is a ritual of hers. She masturbates, she itches.
Yeah. She has to manage.
And we all have our own little rituals.
Yeah.
And then once your body gets kind of locked into these things, it happens. And especially with something like itching that is not a total physiological event, in that area. Once she has 10 of them, she'll have the 11th, whether it itches or not.
But it might be tingling she's talking about. It might be sort of a detumescence experience, so it's whatever.
Okay, meaning the blood's coming out of there?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be back. Hey, everybody. Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Mixmaster Mike in here tomorrow night. And tonight, just you, me, Drew, and the calls. And we'll talk to June, who's 23. June?
Hello?
What's up?
I had a question. Thanks for taking my call, first of all.
Sure.
Since 1997, I've been taking extra strength Vicodin and Soma.
Ouch.
I've had 2 back surgeries. I'm 23.
Mm-hmm.
My last one was in February. My boyfriend and I are getting ready to get married, and we also would like to have a baby. And I need to know, how can I get off of these? What kind of effects would it have on the baby? Do I need to be off them before I get
The bigger effect on the baby is going to be the fact that his mom is an opiate addict. That is what's going to affect this baby. Forget the experience in utero, which will be substantial. I mean, not zero, but not important.
Even if I stop beforehand?
You stop beforehand, you'll start again later, and you'll still be an opiate addict. You don't stop using opiates like that.
Well, what if she stops with some treatment?
You stop, get some treatment, get into recovery, then you'll be in great shape. So if you, my recommendation would be to you at least a year in sobriety, effectively involved in treatment and growing in treatment, and then consider a pregnancy. You're not in any shape to have a baby right now. Not strung out on Vicodin. No way. No way. And the Soma is bad news. The Soma's got to stop. Soma's converted into meprobamate by your body, which is...
It's what?
Converted into meprobamate, which is a Miltown, basically, and it's a highly addictive chemical. It's actually very hard to stop. And these things that would not be good for a pregnancy.
Milltown, like Pittsburgh or West Virginia?
Like a Mickey Finn.
What can I do to help get
Remember they used to slip a Mickey Finn?
Well, they'd slip you a Mickey.
Mickey, yeah.
Yeah, they dropped the Finn in the 40s, I think.
Oh.
Because I have trouble, getting out of bed, doing normal house chores and stuff without being in complete pain. So what can I do to get off of these?
You might be surprised how much your pain improves when you've been off Vicodin in about 3 months.
How do I start?
call. Listen, you live in Seattle. The University of Washington has a lot of programs for treatment of addiction. Get involved and just...
They're actually the doctors that are giving them to me.
Addiction treatment doctors? No.
No, the doctors through the university.
I understand, but you're being seen through neurosurgery or somebody.
What'd you do to your back?
1997, I hyperextended my back, and I ruptured a disc. And then
Had a what in your back?
Hyperextended.
I ruptured a disc, and then...
How'd you do that?
I was bent backwards when I wasn't paying attention. I heard something pop, and I ended up going numb from the waist down. And then this past February, they did a fusion. So...
All right, and it's just constant pain, huh?
Yeah.
Well, when you're on opiates, I mean, I can't tell you how frequently I admit people with chronic pain whose pain magically disappears after 3 to 6 weeks. The opiates perpetuate the pain. I would predict you have a parent with alcoholism or addiction.
2 parents.
Yeah. And that's what you've got. You've got the gene for addiction, and when you get exposed to opiates, it opens up this pain reward cycle where your body gives you pain as a way of perpetuating the exposure to the drug. You've got to stop this. You have to get your addiction treated.
Okay.
All right. Well, you got to do it eventually. You're 23. You want to have kids. Drew, for the first time in his life, has made sense. You get off this stuff. You stay good and clean for a year. You're now 24 years old. You've had a year of sobriety under your belt, and you have a kid, and they have a good, sober mommy.
Okay.
All right. Take care of that.
Right.
Take care of yourself. Yeah. I know this sounds like one of my many blanket statements, but never meet any young people with back problems that aren't looking for the drug. I'd like to talk to someone who's young, who has a back problem, and who just constantly has a back problem but never takes anything. That's the person I'll believe.
Here.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Right, me too.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. It's not like they're looking for drugs. You understand? Our culture's way of looking at this as some sort of volitional process. She got exposed to drugs, and that opened up a pathway in her brain that she is stuck with drugs, and the brain pathway gives her the pain. She's just responding to the pain.
Is it a whole lot different than somebody who has this predisposition for, let's say, alcoholism? And when we say alcoholism, we mean addiction, allism. You go into surgery, and for 2 weeks, they give you some heroin.
Yeah, same thing.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's almost equivalent.
To them, yeah. That's how they experience it.
And then 2 weeks later, it's like, okay, I'm going to need some more heroin.
Yeah,
and then 2 years later, I still need the heroin.
Yeah, that's right.
For the problem.
That's right.
And the problem will continue, and so will your drug use.
Right.
All right. Brian?
Yes.
You're 24?
Ooh. I am.
What's up?
I got my wife is pregnant, and she has been on birth control the last 2 months while she's pregnant.
Where are you calling from that's so echoey?
Bathroom?
I'm at work in the locker room.
Oh, okay. So it's a bad sign, by the way, when your work has a locker room, unless you're a professional athlete. What work do? You work in some plant or something?
Yeah, I do.
And what kind of plant?
Paper and pulp industry.
Ah, all right. Very fascinating.
Yeah.
And you have a locker room, and that's where you're in. All right. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
So the wife got pregnant, and did she not take the pill properly or something? Or she on antibiotics?
No. She missed a week.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, that's it. So you missed the pill and need to get pregnant. Being on the pill during the pregnancy will not harm anything.
Okay.
This should be just fine.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Hey, good luck with the pulp.
Okay, I will.
How much of that pulp is recycled material?
Not much.
And is pulp the sort of what's left over after they're done milling all the wood?
Actually, we're in the pulp and paper industry, but we redo and finish rolls. We rebuild them.
Uh-huh.
So we're not actually in the wood working business itself. We just...
Yeah, but I mean, where do you get your pulp? Do they take certain trees and just dedicate them purely to paper and pulp?
That I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Isn't that interesting?
I'll tell you the thing I find fascinating is how people can't tell me stuff that seems like, Drew, I do this with everybody.
Yeah.
They tell me their job, and I ask them the one or two most basic questions I can think of because I'm a layman in everything.
And
I don't know anything,
yeah.
but I'm always curious, and they never seem to have the answer to that. And I always find that bizarre because as an ex-carpenter, if someone said to me, for exterior hinges, they go with 4 or 3.5. I don't know. I couldn't. I could tell you. I could tell you exactly. I could tell you door heights and door widths, and I can tell you it's 1 3/4 for exterior doors.
But could you tell me why the doors were the way they were?
I could tell you that they needed, burn ratings on certain doors. The one that goes from your garage into your house is a 2-hour burn rating, and a fire door, and it should have a pneumatic closer on it. Now, yes, I can tell you all that stuff because that's what I did. I'm always amazed when people do stuff and have no idea what's going on. And then they get angry at me when I go, really? How come you don't know that? Okay. We're going to take ourselves a little bit of a break, and we'll be back. Yeah. I like when it kicks in here.
System of a Down?
Little System of a Down, yeah. I hurt myself.
Who does the singing? John?
Chavo?
Chavo sings, that's right.
I don't know, does Chavo sing?
Yeah. Surge
sings, that's right.
Chavo's on bass.
Chavo's on bass, that's right.
John's on the drums.
John's on the drums, that's right. Here we go.
Those guys, did those guys try again today on the concert?
Armenian genocide, blah, blah, blah.
It really sounds like some sort of native, South Pacific tongue.
Yeah. Some big guy with a Tonga drum.
Yeah.
Someone should be spinning fire, like a fire stick up there.
I used to see him all the time, and John always wore a gas mask on the drums.
Nice.
Oh, that's badass.
Good time. He wants us to go to dinner at his parents' house, you know that?
Sweating your ass off on that thing. Yeah, he tells me he loves that Armenian food.
And he wants his mom to cook us a meal. We got to go down there.
Hey, I'm down with that. I know a lot of people aren't into that Middle Eastern stuff, but that's good times.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a bunch of beef and lamb and rice and kebabs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with a kebab.
Is this you with them? I think it might be.
Gotta get it on, gotta get it on. Yeah. Gotta get it on, gotta get it on.
That's a song from Taboo.
Yeah, that's...
of course. Who else would know the lyrics of a Taboo 2 song other than System of a Down?
Yeah, and that is one of the, what you call a deep cut off the soundtrack of Taboo 2. Isabella?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, baby.
Well, okay, this past week, I've been getting these really weird pains throughout my body. Like, I'll, twist my head, and, I will get these, really, sharp pains, in my chest and, my back and, my hands.
Is it like electricity going out to your hands?
Kind of, sort of, and, sometimes...
Yeah. You got to talk to a doctor about that, will you please? Because it suggests there may be some pressure in your spinal column there from God knows what, so we need to be looked at.
Well, a week ago, I don't know, all of a sudden, I was doing something, and I almost fainted. I couldn't hear out of my right ear started going all down, and I couldn't hear really well. Mm-hmm. And I almost fainted, but I didn't. And, since that day, I've been feeling like this, so...
You've got to get this checked out, Isabella, will you please?
Well, what could it be?
It could be a lot of things, but it definitely something's going on, and it definitely needs to be looked into.
Why?
Well,
you're a doctor, Drew. Why don't you tell her? Tell her.
Well, see, no, I went to a doctor a week or so ago because I got in a car accident 3 months ago, right? Huh. And I had pain, but I never really had pain in my neck. Mm-hmm. And I went to the doctor. They took X-rays and everything, and they were like, "It's so everything seems okay, but we're going to appoint you to get some physical therapy." But I don't know, a week ago that thing happened, and then now I get these really bad sharp pains, and I don't know. It's
all right. Well,
let's hope it's just a disc problem or something like that.
What kind of doctor should she go to? Orthopedic doctor?
A neurologist actually would be the best thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Get a little CAT scan?
Yeah. Or a regular internist would be fine to start with, but you want a brain and spinal column doctor, neurologist, okay? Yeah, hopefully it'll just be a disc problem in your spine, something like that. But there are lots of things that can cause these kinds of symptoms. But it's not nothing. It's something. And let's get it looked into here, okay?
Do you have a doctor?
Me?
No, Drew. Do you have a doctor, Drew?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Isabella, do you have a doctor?
Yeah.
They have doctors in Bakersfield?
Uh-huh.
2.
Now, do they wear like stovepipe hats and tails and try to sell snake oil from a covered wagon, or they actually have
they have real
facilities? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I can't picture that. I the doctor I picture the doctor from that John Wayne movie, Chisholm or something. Remember there's
Chisholm.
The Chisholm Trail.
Remember the beginning of...
no, wait a minute. Do you remember, like, one of John Wayne's last movies? He had cancer, and he was he told him there's nothing we can do, and he told him just keep sipping off of this, basically, this opiate bottle. And he was played by James... Jesus
Coburn.
Christ. No, forget it, Drew. This is going to take all day.
But listen, I think at the beginning of Dances with Wolves, when he gets his foot nearly amputated, he's in that camp.
Yeah.
That's the Bakersfield Hospital.
Oh, Drew. Okay. How dare you make fun of our good neighbors to the north. Natasha?
Yeah.
You're 21?
Yes.
What's up?
Well, I'm 21 and I still don't have regular periods.
Hold on. Rooster Cogburn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Who plays the doctor?
Jimmy
Stewart?
Jimmy Stewart.
That's right. Yeah.
And Ron Howard was the kid in that.
Wow.
And he wore a patch. He had cancer.
Well, it was really a spin-off of True Grit, right?
Yeah, right.
Right?
Probably. Natasha?
Yeah.
Go ahead, baby.
All right, so you may never have normal periods. Some people don't have regular periods.
Well, I'm wondering if... first, I was wondering if it had anything to do with maybe my fertility. If not having practically non-existent periods could mean that I'm not able to get pregnant.
It's possible, but doesn't necessarily mean it has anything to do with fertility. You were on birth control pill for a while?
Oh, I was on Noraplant from the time I was 15 until I was 20, and while I was on Noraplant, I had also taken birth control pills to try and regulate my periods then, because I had severe cramping during that.
You were on Noraplant and birth control pills?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure the whole.
And you couldn't regulate your periods with that?
No. And
are you overweight?
No, I'm not.
Do you have polycystic ovarian disease? Do you know what that is?
Not as far as I know.
Have you seen a gynecologist?
Well, sure, like about every 6 months to a year.
But a gynecologist, you see a gynecologist, though, not just a regular doctor.
Yeah.
A gynecologist,
okay.
Yeah.
This may just be you. There's people that basically have this sort of non-regular cycling of the central nervous system mechanisms that cause cycling. Some people have ovarian cysts, like a polycystic ovarian syndrome. You could have endometriosis that could be part of this. But it does need a systematic evaluation. I would really go back to the gynecologist and push the issue about what is this and why is it not getting better, and is it going to affect my fertility? It may not.
Jesse, who's been on hold for close to 40 minutes now.
38 minutes now, would be precise.
Yeah, I announced Jesse used the F word and half of the S word, which just sounds like you're telling someone to be quiet, really, to be fair to him. Earlier on, about 10:30, I announced that he would be punished by being put on hold for 40 minutes, and that I would talk to him at 11:10.
Excuse my language.
So now it is not quite 11:10, so just to be true to the 40-minute timeout, we'll take one more call, and then we'll get back with Jesse and see how his mouth is.
Maybe a minute of silence, just let things go by.
Okay.
Wait that minute out.
You really? Okay.
I might fall asleep.
You really want to fall asleep, just start talking.
No.
That'll put you right down.
No, it's when you talk.
Is that how you go to bed?
If I talk, I stay awake.
Seriously, does your wife say to you, like, those nights when she's restless, start talking?
Does she say that to me?
Start talking about
no, you know the reality?
Polycystic ovarian disease or something
the reality
like that?
is I ask her to talk.
Really?
I swear to God. When she talks, I go immediately out, and she gets so angry.
Yeah, because you can't, you just tune out immediately.
I don't know what that is, but I would think it's a positive thing. Like she's, making me comfortable and feels,
No, she opens her mouth, your ears close. That's how it works.
The ears stay open, I just don't hear anything.
Smart. Jesse?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're ready for your problem.
All right. Just want to say thank you for at least considering me again.
It's quite all right, Jesse.
Passive-aggressive there, Anna. I don't know.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, first of all, I know my question was, why do girls think of me as such, a good friend? And, oh, you're so nice, you're so sweet. Why can't I find a guy like you? Yeah, great. You know?
Well, you sort of put yourself in friendville. That's how you get there.
I think so.
You got to ask, if you're interested in someone, you have to step up to the plate and ask them out immediately. Before you get considered friend. And you'll find out up front whether or not somebody's interested. And once you're sort of in that friend place, you can no longer be thought of that way.
I see. So to say just right off the bat, I'm not really looking for a best friend.
No.
Like a relationship.
No.
No. You know, hold on a second, Jesse. Jesse's a little bit angry. A lot angry. And I think that chicks are sort of picking up on that. And we run into this a lot, which is guys do that. You know, I'm nice looking, I'm a well-mannered guy, I'm friendly, and all the chicks said make a great boyfriend, but they're not interested. But meanwhile, there's just like seething hatred that's coming through them. Like, I think that listen, women are like cats; they pick up energy.
Yeah, and they move.
And
they take off.
Jesse's got a little. You got a little energy. You angry at women, Jesse? A little bit. It's all right. I don't like them either.
Well, I guess at the point I am at, yeah.
Yeah, why?
I got out of I don't know. Could you say it was because I just got out of a relationship with this girl and she had a daughter and it wasn't really, or maybe it's. Do you think it stems from something?
Well, are you an angry person in general?
Oh no.
No. And do you have a good job or do you go to school?
I'm starting to go to school. Yeah.
What are you studying?
Sociology and psychology.
Here's the other thing that's kind of a bitch for guys too is 20 years old is sort of a no man's land for guys.
Yeah, you have no identity. Yeah.
Right. And I'll tell you why. Because when you're in high school and you're 18 or 17 and you're a senior, you got plenty of identity. You're big man on campus.
Oh, yeah.
And all the underclassmen are all at your beck and call. And when you're a little bit older and you got your career rolling and you got a little money in the bank and you got your ID and everything's cruising along, you got some wheels and everything, you're 25, 26, 30, stuff's cool there. But there's that no man's land between the time you graduate high school and the time you get your career going, which is horrible. And the only thing that can save it is if you're going to some party school like Arizona State and you're at college and you just keep the high school experience going, you just spill it into college. It becomes like 4 more years of high school. But Jesse doesn't sound like he's doing that.
That's a hard thing to do.
And he's kind of in that no man's land. And all you can do, there's 2 things you can do. One is what Drew said, which is when you meet a woman, you ask her out. You don't freak her out, but you ask her out before you get into friendville. And the other thing you need to do is just work on your presentation. You got to be an attractive package. And that means doing good at school. That means making some money. That means dressing. That means working out. That means just having a package.
And don't let out that aura that says, I'm a freak.
That says
it says I'm angry.
No, it says I'm angry, and I'm desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You can't have that desperate thing. I've said it a million times, but I haven't said it in a while, which is back to the cat analogy.
Yeah.
You want a cat? Here, you know when a cat comes up? Yeah, I was talking to my grandmother today.
Yeah.
I was over at Grandma's house, and she's got a cat.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there in the chair, sort of minding my own beeswax, and me and my grandma are talking back and forth in the living room, and her cat comes in to the room. And she's like, Mr. Mose, Mr. Mose.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Mr. Mose. And Mr. Mose. And by the way, it always means you're getting old when you're putting that Mr. in front of stuff. It either means you're young or old. The Mr. thing is not used from age 10 to 70.
80.
10 to 80.
Yeah.
But it's used before 10 and after 80.
Absolutely.
Mr. Mose. So the cat, Mr. Mose, is walking in, and cats do what sharks do. They circle for a while, They circle around, sort of seeing who wants them the most, And my grandma's there. She's about to have a stroke. Mr. Mose, come here, Mr. Mose. She's got her hand out. Mr. Mose. And what am I doing? I'm sitting on the chair with my hands behind my back, just sitting there going, Christ, what time is it? I got to get out of here. Well, what's Mr. Mose do?
He's coming to you.
Comes right over to me, starts rubbing on my... And there's my grandma. Mr. Mose! She's 4 feet away now. She's leaning over the poor lady. She doesn't have a lot of strength left there. Mosey! Mosey!
Cats, if you want them, they don't want you.
Cats now leaning and rubbing on me. Why?
Yeah.
Because it somehow perceived that I didn't care and that I was in my grandma with the Mr. Mose and the hand flailing and everything. No. Not up for that kind of
commitment. And here's the more sort of dramatic aspect of this as it pertains to what guys are trying to do. If you ever tried to put a cat in like a carrying case, take him off to the vet?
No.
That's what you're trying to do as a guy.
Right.
You're trying to catch him and put him in a cage.
Cannot.
No way.
And if you do want to get that cat into that carrying crate, the only way to do it is to leave the thing in the living room for about a week with the door open and then start putting food into it. You start chasing the cat around, holding the crate, you're screwed.
Oh, they even see the crate. That's the point. Or sense your desperate need to put them in the crate.
That's it.
Not even desperate need, your desire. Just you need them in the crate.
Right. You want them to do A, therefore they want to do B. Cheyenne, that's how women are at 19 and 20. Now, as they get a little older, they see the hand sticking out. They're happy for it. Although we don't want to put the hand out. Mr. Mose! Mosey! I'm like, Grandma, the cat doesn't like you. Cheyenne, you're 22.
Right.
What's up?
I just got my clit pierced.
You just had your what pierced?
My clit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Good times.
Good times.
And, no, it's hard for me to have an orgasm.
Well,
there you go. Well,
listen, you're putting a spear through a part of your body that has a function, and you weren't born with a spear through it, and putting a foreign body through any part of your body has risk.
So why don't you take it out?
Well, I tried, but right now it's swelled.
It what?
It's swelled. Like,
swelled?
Right now.
It's swelled?
It's puffy.
Are you saying swelled?
Right.
Say that word for me.
Swelled.
Did you just get your tongue pierced, too?
Yeah, I did.
You get your tongue pierced? Oh, they give you a discount? Like a little twofer?
Well, I have a friend that does them.
Oh, geez.
Is this a male friend?
Yes.
You let him work on your clit, huh?
And the tongue.
Hey, Cheyenne.
Right, yeah.
What do? Do you dance?
Yes, I am. I'm a dancer.
Pow.
Shocking.
Cheyenne with the dual piercings.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, we're coming to stage. Coming up the generous show. You love us, guys. Cheyenne. ATM's working over there. We got a 2-for-1 going to the bar. We got a little discount, a little this man discount. Come on, show you care. Put your hands in here, fellas. Cheyenne. Is that your dancing name?
Yes.
You have the DJ yelling in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I love those guys. Does he try to get in your pants?
No.
He doesn't?
No.
They normally do.
She's shocked, Adam. Please, her delicate sensibilities have been violated.
Do you have to tip
him out?
What
are you talking about?
Do you have to tip him out?
Who, the DJ or the bouncers?
The DJ.
Yes.
You do? Oh,
yeah.
What a gig. See, he sits there and looks at you nude all day, and then you tip him at the end.
Right.
You know what I like? I like when the DJ has to take care of some business in the middle of his rap. Like, yeah, put your hands in your shirt. Cheyenne, whatever. Coming to the stage. Cantlin, the main stage. Yeah, Cheyenne, but you know, they're like they're doing like a little air traffic controller up there, too. They have a few stages. They got to get the chicks all lined up, ready on the tarmac for the next one. All right, what happened to you, baby? What happened? Anything happen to you?
Sure.
Little sexual molestation?
No.
Huh?
Physical abuse?
Huh? Physical abuse?
No.
What happened?
Nothing.
Where's Daddy?
My daddy's at home.
Yeah. Does he know you dance?
Kind of, yeah.
What's he think about it?
He doesn't talk about it.
Is that your biological dad?
Yeah.
Still together with Mama?
Yes.
Huh? He ever hit you?
No.
Does he drink?
No.
When did you lose your virginity?
18.
What's missing here?
Are you a bikini dancer?
No, it's totally nude, right?
Right.
You have a brain tumor or something? No?
Really? It's this story is not hanging together. Yeah.
You didn't get raped by a cousin or anything?
No.
No one touched you or did anything to you when you were younger in some way that was disturbing to you?
No.
What's your dad do for a living? Garbage man?
Metal.
Metal? Does he work around metal?
No.
What's he do?
He's a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Mm-hmm.
This is not adding up.
Do you have an eating disorder?
Me, no.
A little bit?
No.
In the past, though?
Wow, I'm actually really fascinated by this.
I am, too.
Yeah, because she does not add up.
Your mom a professional?
My mom's a housewife.
Housewife. What's wrong? Something with her.
Is she okay?
Let's focus on her. What's going on with your mom?
Nothing.
Yeah.
My family's okay.
Do you have a ton of siblings?
I have 2 sisters.
2 sisters.
Well, how are they doing?
They're doing fine.
What do they do for a living?
Turquoise and Jade, they would dance too.
No. If they do, we've got to fly her out here and study her.
What do they do?
My one sister, she's an in-home nurse.
In-home nurse. Ooh.
My other one's a house mother.
Who?
A house mother.
What does that mean, like a housewife?
Like a housewife.
Your dad does not drink?
No.
This does not add up. Does not compute. Hell, danger, Will Robinson.
The nurse. Yeah,
the nurse thing.
The nursing's weird, too.
Yeah.
That usually means trouble. Nothing. Is there anything... Seriously, Cheyenne, because you will ruin Drew.
You ruined my night. I'm going to sit up all night trying to figure this out. It's like an unsolvable puzzle that you've delivered here.
You know what we're going for here. Is there anything that you can think of that we're missing?
Nothing having to do with my clit being pierced.
No. Any trauma in your past? You a trauma survivor of any type?
No, but I'm depressed a lot.
Is there manic depression in your family?
Not really. Just me. I've been like really depressed lately and stuff.
But your dad's not bipolar, mom's not bipolar. And no one ever hit you.
No.
No one drinks and no one takes any drugs.
No.
I mean, certainly you've noticed that your peers where you work have these kinds of histories, right? Or do you talk to them about this?
Well, I guess we all have our problems, but...
Well, what are you...
I don't know. Listen, Drew, forget it.
She's not telling us, is what the thing is.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she's got nothing. All right, so your clit is all getting infected or puffed up or something, so why don't you take the piercing out?
Well, like I said, I got it done like a month ago, but everybody at work, they have one like, oh, that's cool, and I actually make a little bit more money from it being pierced.
You do?
Yeah.
You notice more tips?
Tips, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, tip. You notice more tips? Yeah? Yeah, tips. Right? More? How much do you walk with at the end of a night?
On a good night, about 700.
Nice. Yeah. Yeesh. See? Yeah.
Wow.
Who's crazy now? As I was 22, I was digging a ditch with a guy named Waldo for $7.
You take home, what, $40? No, $35 a day? Take home.
Take home. It's about $45 a day or something like that.
$700 a day. And tax-free.
Cash.
Let's just multiply that times 2.
Oh, I should have gotten a gay porn.
$1,400 a day.
Okay, listen. Just listen. I don't know what's wrong. Drew, what should she do with her clit?
Take the piercing out. She's having problems with orgasm. She may continue to have that problem.
And listen, take the one out of your mouth, too, so people can understand you.
Okay.
All right. Say swollen one more time.
Swollen.
Wait, couldn't hear you. What's that?
Huh?
Say swollen again?
No.
All right.
Is she mentally retarded or something? What? I mean...
Is your dad's a lawyer?
It just does not compute. Come on.
I don't know. Yes, she does.
Come on.
Cheyenne?
Yeah?
Did you went to high school, right?
Yes.
You graduated?
Yes.
And then what'd you do?
I worked at different places, and then I thought, well, dancing, good money, no taxes taken out.
What's your do you have a nationality?
No, that's the north. That's like Minnesota. You from Minnesota or something?
Virginia.
Virginia?
What's your nationality?
A hillbilly.
Hillbilly? Your dad's a lawyer, though. You can't be a hillbilly.
We're from Virginia.
You could be a Jew-billy. Is that Jew-billy? Sure.
This whole thing, maybe just BS.
We're perplexed. Cheyenne, okay. Listen, I hope it's all true. I hope everything works out. Drew's going to kill himself.
No, I hope so, too.
I got to take a break. Is that just her tongue piercing that we couldn't understand her?
She had a Minnesota accent, and that's just Virginia. It's like, well, okay. And there was not a hint of Southern accent.
Okay, Drew, let's go just reevaluate all we know to be true. Okay?
Let's go pee, too.
Okay. Hey, Loveline, y'all. I'm Adam. That's Drew over there. We'll hop back on the phones and see what we can do. Jamie?
Yeah.
Hey, you're 20. What's up, sweetness?
Well, I'm 7 months pregnant, and I've never had any kind of problem having an orgasm before, but now I can't do it for the life of me.
Well, that's part of pregnancy. All kinds of changes in that function.
That's normal?
Yeah. Sometimes the people shut down in the first trimester and become hyper-aroused in the latter trimester. Sometimes shut down all the way through. Sometimes hyper-aroused throughout. It's different for different people. But you're under the influence of massive hormones.
Okay.
And it changes your function. And plus the whole blood supply.
There's nothing I can do to, like, different positions or anything like that?
Relax.
Okay.
Relax. My God.
Hey, Mama, you got a couple months, and then you got a kid.
Yeah, I know.
Where's Daddy?
He's at work right now.
You guys married?
Yeah.
What's he do?
He's a tattoo artist.
Tattoo artist.
Oh, tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Oh, good times. Give the, what are you going to name the kid?
Justice.
Justice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, don't do that.
And you're going to spell it
so ironic when he's getting hauled off. When he's getting hauled off to prison at 15 and a half for vehicular manslaughter, and it says in the paper, "Young Justice Johnson was brought." It's always so poetic.
You are found guilty as charged.
No, don't go for justice. Don't do it. Just give him a regular name. It's always, you know, and let me tell you something, too. There's always something extra pathetic about somebody with a very unique name who has a very mundane job later on in life.
There's a reason why her name's that way?
No, it's just, this is about, here, this is not a great way to embark on the rearing of another life. Okay. You acting out your needs on that person by giving them a strange name. This is another person we're talking about. Let them have their life.
My husband came up with it, and the whole justification that he gives it is that the type of lifestyle, because I'm a tattoo artist as well, the type of lifestyle that we live, that he's never going to lead a normal life anyway.
Here's what's going to happen with him being reared by you guys. He's going to be an investment banker that wears a bow tie 24/7.
No tattoos.
No. Yeah. He's going to go completely the other way.
She just said that, no tattoos.
Yeah.
See, Drew, you do just as guilty as our listeners.
No, I was clarifying.
No tattoos.
What were your parents like?
Drew?
Yeah.
They were like Drew, but even cheaper, if you can imagine.
So why didn't you go the opposite way?
His dad used to actually break pennies in half to tip people. He used to carry around lineman Dyke so he could cut pennies in half to tip people. And if the guy did a good job, he'd give him the other half on his way out of the restaurant. Right, Drew? Is that true with ballets and things like that? He actually had a penny perforator at home where he would actually perforate them like paper towels, and then he could snap them in half by biting down on them. I mean, keep in mind, this is 15, 20 years ago.
Well, a penny was a penny.
Penny was worth 4 cents. Yeah, it's like Drew, but super cheap. Drew's one of these guys who you know, he didn't go south. He stayed in the mold. My dad's a big puss who doesn't know anything about tools or cars or sports or anything, and I went the opposite.
And my kids, listen, I'm not sort of a sports guy. My kids, sports nuts.
Right.
Insane.
There you go. All right. So, all right, slow down with the kids and take care of this one, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Yeah. Seems like an old soul for 20.
Yeah.
Tattoo artist. Ooh. Is it just me or tats on women? They do nothing.
Little more than nothing.
Here's the thing about a tat on a woman, for me, same as a piercing. Could not make it better. Could possibly hurt, would most likely hurt her parents, but could never do it any better. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you. John?
Yeah.
A guy can get away with it once in a while. John, you're 16.
Yeah. I've got a little bit of a problem. But first of all, I'd like to say you guys are awesome.
Thanks, Johnny.
You're the man.
Thanks, John. What's up?
And anyways, this is a problem. I'm 16 and a half, almost 17. And I'm like, I haven't hit puberty at all, barely. I have pubic hair, but I don't have any armpit hair. My legs look like they're shaved. And my penis is like an inch to an inch and a half limp and like 5 inches erect.
You're going to get there. Seriously, listen, how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
You haven't even hit your growth spurt yet.
Okay.
Are your parents real tall?
Not really.
Well, you're going to be tall.
The tallest person in my family is like 6'2".
Well, you're going to exceed that, I suspect.
That's pretty tall, by the way.
My shoe size is 12 and a half.
Yeah, you're going to be huge.
Yeah.
And that's the good news. And also, late puberty is
Good
associated.
news. He's going to be like Sasquatch when he's 19.
No, he's going to be great. He's going to be towering already. He'll have the last laugh. And late puberty is also associated with long life, longevity.
Okay. Well, I've been worried about it. And like,
No, you're
fine.
on track. You're on track.
right on.
Hey, listen, John.
Yeah.
You know, that age, some people spring into it a little earlier than others. You're
Yeah.
just a little bit late. That's fine.
Yeah, because my friend, he's like a year younger than me. He has like a mustache and stuff. It pisses me off.
Yeah, I know. It's a good look when those 15-year-old guys have that mustache, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing better looking on a chin. Boy, talk about a distinguished. That's a nice look, those guys with
I can
the
remember
mustache.
13-year-olds with that when I was in high school.
Yeah, I could, too. I remember guys like on the Pop Warner football team
Yeah.
that were 13, 14, had that stash.
And that was always sort of that was the scary guy. That was the guy. That team had that guy.
Yeah, the mustache guy. Always a lineman. Never quarterback, receiver, never skilled position.
No, linebacker sometimes.
Yeah, well, he went both ways, play offensive line.
But at the end of high school, shortest guy in the school.
Yeah, but fat and hairy. Lisa,
Yeah?
you're 16?
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
Me and my fiance have been together for a while, and we've just been fighting a whole lot.
Engaged at 16.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
I don't know. We got together. We really haven't been together like a real long time, like
What the hell are you running away from?
everything, pretty much.
Well, what's going on at home?
Well, still blew up, and so she had to move.
I don't know. It's just my mom and my dad aren't together anymore, and
Yeah.
Well, it's not. You don't need a life preserver at 16. Okay, that's not what relationships are about.
I know it's not. I mean, I love him to death,
Yeah, good, fine. Have a boyfriend. Don't get him married.
but we've been fighting a whole lot, and then tonight he told me that we needed to split up for a while, see if our love was as strong as we thought. And he's like 4 years older than me.
Does he have a bad mustache?
I make him keep it. He don't want it, but I think it's sexy.
I'd like to get into this guy's look for just 1 second. He's got the mustache. How's he wearing the hair?
He shaves it, pretty much.
Shaved head?
Yeah,
Shaves head and the mustache.
yeah.
That's
See,
good. That's
huge
sort of
guy, like a big heavy guy.
Nazi cop
No,
look.
he's no. he's kind of prejudiced and all, but
Oh, he's a skinhead.
no,
Well, he don't like the blacks, right?
no, he don't like anything really.
Mexicans, Jews. I'll name the nationality. You tell me if he likes it. All right.
Okay.
Black?
No,
No. Jew?
I have no clue.
Don't know. Oh, you don't. You guys don't have Jews over there in Oklahoma, right?
I don't know.
They have big noses, and they don't like working on Saturdays, and they're cheap, but they talk a lot. They're always talking, and then when they're not talking, they're suing, and they won't pay retail, and they eat everything, and they love horrible food like cold fish that's been sitting in vinegar and stuff. They love that, and liver. They love all this food that you don't want to eat. They eat. They're like catfish, like big-nosed, rich catfish. That's what the Jews are. Yeah. And so, if you see any of them around?
No, not really.
No. Okay. Mexican?
No.
You don't like them. And then all the other sort of knockoff Mexicans, like the Puerto Ricans, El Salvadorans,
yeah, he likes Puerto Rican
Nicaraguans.
girls, though. He thinks they're sexy.
He likes Puerto Rican women?
Yeah, but he don't like the guys.
Well, okay, but that doesn't count because he just wants to F them, right?
Yeah, but we've been fighting a whole lot, and
Oh, well, no, wait a minute. I'm not done. Now, what about the Asian, the Orientals, as he calls them?
he's found one girl in a porn magazine.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about ones he wants to beat off to. I'm just talking about nationalities that he likes or dislikes.
No.
He don't like the Asians?
No.
And then that would go with all the sort of sub, all the Taiwanese and all those folks, Vietnamese. They're not Asians, are they? Are Vietnamese Asians? Oh, yeah. What about Taiwanese? Asian? Cambodian? And then all the Indians. What about the Indians?
He's Indian, kind of. He has like 30 Indians.
Yeah, no, but he's American Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking Eastern.
I have no clue.
I'm talking about camels and snake charming and turbans.
He talks crap about them.
Yeah, he don't like them. All right, good times. And then what about some of the ones? What about like the Canadians? You don't hear too much about them. They're hard to spot too. They look like me and you. That's what makes them so deceiving. They slide in under the radar. The Canadians, huh?
You don't have a problem with them.
No problems, Canadians.
No.
All right. Am I leaving out? Then there's all that sort of, Eskimos and stuff like that. But they don't really count. They don't pose a threat. Okay. So he's got some Indian in him. Does he like to drink?
Yeah, actually, yeah. And he used to do drugs. I made him quit.
Mm-hmm.
And we just been fighting a whole lot. And we used to actually have sex a whole lot. And we used to not use protection. But now all he wants to do is use protection and barely have sex.
Good. I like this guy.
And then, but he's like, I hardly ever get to see him because he works 16 hours a day.
Right. Where's he work?
He works in Hominy.
Hominy.
Oh, he's over in Hominy? Where?
Out in Hominy, out by Hominy Landing, he sets power poles.
Oh, he sets the poles?
Yeah.
Pile driver.
He's a foreman.
All right. He's got a good gig.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lisa.
Yeah.
You need to not get pregnant.
You need to also not realize that this relationship probably not. You'd be better off without this relationship in reality.
I know, but
all right, let's stay with that. I know. Good. You do know. That's good. You're looking for a life preserver. Focus on getting your life together. Focus on your education. Get a sense of yourself and separate from your family and get out of there. And don't look for a man to be the rescuer from all that. Be your own knight in shining armor, will you?
Yes, that'll never work. Lisa, you cannot let him get you pregnant. Do you understand that?
He already has a kid.
Yeah, that's irrelevant.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You cannot let him...
I think I am right now anyway, so...
You're going to give birth to a banjo. You two. I swear to God. Listen, do me a favor. Just so the kid has a chance to have a normal upbringing.
Yeah.
I want you to take him and put him in one of those circus cannons and just shoot him toward the border.
Shoot him into Texas.
Shoot him into Texas.
Better chance in Texas.
Shoot him toward the Panhandle and just give that kid a fighting chance.
Nah.
Maybe some drunken miner will take pity on it. Are you really think you're pregnant?
Yeah.
And what's your plan, honey?
Well, we were supposed to get married in 18 months.
Once he turns 18.
Can you not? Yeah. Okay, can you please, no more kids?
The relationship isn't working, and just step back. Let him separate a little bit. Get some distance. See how you feel. That's a good plan. This is what I like about this guy. Is that he is being a little
he's
more.
Probably found another chick. Listen.
No, don't say that.
Sorry. Okay. Oh, be the best day of your life. Can you get an abortion?
No, I refuse to do that. It's murder.
Right. That's what I love about you. Yeah. It'll be murder if you get the abortion, but you can slowly kill the kid for 18 years until he flies the coop and goes on to F someone else's life up. That part's fine. The abortion is murder. You neglecting this kid with the alcoholic Indian pile driver for a husband or for a boyfriend, that part, that's all fine with you. You got no qualms about that. No problems, no philosophical difficulties with that at all. All right. Listen, I wish you luck. Please give the kid up for adoption.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, I wouldn't kill it. I mean, if anything happened.
Good. Please. I love you. Give that kid up for adoption. Give yourself up for adoption while you're over there. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 16. You could do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for what your parents did for you. Don't screw up your life in this next crucial few years.
Okay.
You can make decisions here that'll ruin the rest of your life, or you can make decisions that'll leave it wide open for you.
So me and him, do you think we're pretty much over?
I hope so. I hope so. I really do. He's not a good guy. You don't need him. You don't need any guy you right and no kids and no guy.
Yeah.
Take care. Hey, everybody. Loveline. Hello, madam. That's the Drewster over there.
Drewster Cogburn.
Drewster Cogburn. Yeah, The Shootist was the name of that John Wayne film I was corrected on. Man, I think he still played Rooster Cogburn in it. Oh, who cares?
Whatever.
Wait a minute. I didn't mean to press that one. I meant to push this one. Ben?
Yes.
You're 22?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
How's it going?
Good.
Big fan of the show. This is great.
Thank you. You didn't have a question, did you?
Yes, I do, actually.
What is it?
It's kind of
embarrassing?
weird. I never thought I'd do this, but a buddy of mine said that I should because he didn't know, and he was pretty close with me, and I figured I could ask him. Anyways.
You're gay.
Right.
No, let's get right down to it. I'm too big for my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
You are a bare-faced liar.
Right. Penis is too big.
I wish it wasn't, but...
Well, again, that's the more common call we get in the show from the women, which is not that there's too little penis, but too much.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable for some women.
My only question really is that, is she ever going to stretch out? Or,
No.
Besides, like, after kids?
No, she's not going to stretch out. But she may sort of learn to accommodate this, somehow.
Yeah. She could...
Well, we get past it and all. I'm just...
Well, look.
Something been on my mind.
Here's what you need. You need lots of warming up, a lot of loosening up, limbering up.
Yeah.
You look at the sex as the workout, and you need to stretch out beforehand. I don't mean stretch your vagina out, but I mean some oral sex, some basically foreplay. Plenty of foreplay, plenty of relaxing, then plenty of lubrication, and I like to slip her a lute or two, a couple Quaaludes, sort of, take the edge off.
Muscle relaxants.
Make her. I find women are more receptive when they're luted out.
Nice. To rape?
I don't call someone sleeping after I've drugged them and have forceful sex with them rape. Maybe you do in your universe, but when I drug a strange woman and then have intercourse with her while she's passed out, that ain't rape where I'm from. Rick?
Hello?
You're 19?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I'm calling. First of all, I just want to thank you guys. About 2 years ago, I had a little incident with my girlfriend, and if it weren't for you, I'd probably be being called daddy right now. So we got that morning after pill.
Yay.
And I learned about that on your show.
Fantastic.
Rick, it's guys like you, along with my big fat paycheck, that make it all worthwhile for me. I really do.
Feels good hearing that.
Yeah, so what's up now?
Okay, the reason I'm calling is I haven't been sexually active for about a year, and but all of a sudden I'm having problems with some irritation down in manland,
Mm-hmm.
And my question is it possible that something's been, laying dormant for that long?
You haven't had sex for a year?
Yeah.
And what is the symptom you're having?
It's just, it's really itchy.
On the skin?
There's no, there's nothing on the surface.
The skin itches?
There's no rash. It's not on the skin. It's, inside.
Does it hurt when you pee?
No, not really.
Have you been masturbating?
No more than usual.
Do you use any kind of lubricant or anything?
No.
Does the tip of the penis hurt or burn?
It's pretty much throughout.
The whole length of it, there's a burning on the inside, itching on the inside. Well, that means the urethra is irritated typically, and that is often an infection. It doesn't have to be a sexually transmitted disease. Prostate inflammation can sometimes cause stuff like this.
Yeah. I'm no doctor, but from sitting here for 6 horrible years, I've become one. I was thinking prostate, something with the prostate. You can get a prostate infection.
Oh, yeah.
Screw with that urethra. So, what, go to the doctor?
Yeah, sometimes just taking medication that improves the bladder emptying or eliminates symptoms.
Well, what's that? Where do you get that?
Hydrant or Cardura.
Where do you get it?
The doctor.
Okay, so go to the doctor. Tony?
I'm here.
What's up?
I'm wondering what it says about me that all of the girls I seem to date since I've been divorced have been raped in the past. And not only have they been raped, but they don't feel too awkward telling me about it within the first week.
Yeah, that's always weird when you just want to hold your ears and run screaming from the room.
No, actually, I'm pretty empathetic, but...
I know you are at the time, but then on the drive home, you're thinking, another screwball on my hands.
Did you say married or break up with a girlfriend?
He was divorced, and now he's dating. Where are you meeting these women?
Wherever, internet, introduced by friends.
What happened to your marriage?
I was in the Navy, and my ex-wife was cheating on me while I was at sea.
Okay.
Why did I know that?
That she was cheating?
Yeah, I just immediately occurred to me.
I don't know. Usually when a guy's 25 and he got divorced, it's something sort of semi-catastrophic, like infidelity, went down. I don't know why, Drew. Stop looking up into the air.
No, so he picks a cheater and or picks victims that needs fixing.
Yeah.
So either he becomes the victim or he's...
Okay, but at 25 years old, first off, a lot of women have had one thing or another happen to them somewhere in their career.
Yeah, but this one wasn't cheating because she told Tony repeatedly he wasn't meeting her needs. She just went on and cheated. So,
right.
Damn you, you're away from me too much. You
Well, how do
abandoned
you
me.
know?
Just,
Maybe she did.
Tony does not seem like one of those guys that would not, if she said,
here's what I need, Tony would give it to her.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah, I will give, more of myself than probably
Too much. Codependency, see.
Okay, so you're a little bit of a fixer, and you're finding projects.
Right.
Right.
Right. So,
was your mom an alcoholic?
No, not at all.
Or was she of any kind of mental illness or something? Or
No, that's really my upbringing was pretty normal.
were you a caretaker in your family of some type?
No. No, my parents got divorced when I was 5, but they were both in my life, my whole life. Lots of love, lots of support.
Yeah. Well, you can also, as a 25-year-old male, have a bad run too. Lord knows Drew's gone through a few of those.
There's a body of research that suggests that kids that come from ruptured families, 4 to 10, end up feeling responsible for that and really see some of their development towards normal intimate relationships because of that.
All right.
And so
I'm saying I'm not going to read too much more into this one.
You think
Tony, here's the deal. You meet chicks on the internet, you're going to run into a little more of this. You go out, do your thing, find chicks that you want to go out with, and I bet you'll have less of this than the internet or the crazy friends setting you up. But either way, try not to talk when you're on the date.
There you go.
You just eat. Just keep eating. We'll be back. Hey, Loveline. All right, that's it. That's enough show. That's 2 shows. Mixmaster Mike will be in here tomorrow night. And until then, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Say swollen again?
No.
All right.
Is she mentally retarded or something?
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.